Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome over to another episode of the Speak the Truth podcast. Today, what day is today? It is March 3rd. Man, how does time fly? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I sure did. Today, we've got a lot of crap that is taking place. We've got multiple terror attacks that have taken place both in Germany and over inside Israel. Obviously, we've got a lot of fallout coming from what took place inside of the White House last week as far as what is Ukraine is concerned. I'm very happy to report, all right, that Ethan, the U.S. Marine, former U.S. Marine, not that there's ever any former Marines, but that gentleman that we raised funds for who was missing in action for a year inside of Ukraine, whose body has recently been recovered. I'm happy to report that he is on his way home, if not touching ground. If he hasn't already, he will touch ground shortly here in the United States of America, and he's going to finally be laid to rest. And I can't thank you guys enough for helping to make that come true for his family. That's just an amazing thing. We're going to be touching pretty heavily over on Israel and on Germany today, and what is taking place over inside of Gaza, because now it's coming out that it looks like pretty much all aid is going to be getting cut off from Gaza, including like water. I just saw something about water being cut off over inside Gaza as well. And you're going to get my thoughts on that along with the legalities of it, and how I view those legalities. It's not necessarily legal information or anything. It's not that. I'm just going to tell you what that means. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good. And I'm happy to see everybody in here. Hey, folks, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. I hope you don't have a case of the Mondays, because today we're going to have a good show. Getting back into speaking the truth, getting back into everything. And if this is your first time tuning into this channel, if you're just watching this video, you've never seen this before, I want nothing but the best for you in life. I want you to be able to take the information I give you. I want you to fact check what I tell you, and I want you to become a critical thinker. If you can do those three things, then you belong on this channel. If you are a critical thinker, if you like facts and information, and if you are tired of all of the BS that you're being spit in the mainstream media, well, welcome home, ladies and gentlemen. You found your place. Now, I'm just going to flat out admit, maybe, ladies and gentlemen, it's time we give like a warning to folks that come over to this channel. All right, I'm going to say some things that might offend some people. I support Israel. I support Ukraine. I support the United States of America. I'm also Christian. I am many, many things, but what I am is trying to build a community of good people. And we have an amazing Discord. We have everything. Now, I want to get this video up on the screen before we get into all the crazy terror attacks and everything else that's kind of taking place around the world. Oh my goodness. Texas coming in, gifting out 50 Speak the Truth memberships before we even started off. Texas, it's like you knew what I was about to put up on the screen, because I know what I'm about to put up here is going to bring joy into a lot of Ukrainians' hearts. Now, this is what we call thinking outside the box. When you're going through war, I often say, like, if I can outthink you, I can kill you. And this, in my opinion, I'm just going to mute it and let it play, is an example about thinking. What you're about to see is you're about to see some Ukrainian soldiers carrying around some boxes, and those boxes contain bees. In fact, they're beehives. And the reason they're carrying around these beehives is because there is some dirty, dirty Russians hiding in a place that they can't get out. And, the Ukrainians, they were out of some things because our support for Ukraine has been lacking lately. Well, check out what these geniuses decided to do. Let's just let the footage roll. Let me get this going. Oh, roll footage, roll. So there you go, seeing the Ukrainian soldiers going over and acquiring boxes full of bees. And they're going to take this box full of bees and they're going to chuck it right down into the hole where the Russians are hiding. Now, for those of you that think this is crazy, or you're like, oh my God, that's totally cruel, it's totally mean for them to be doing that, it's not. It's actually not. As a matter of fact, like SWAT teams over here in the United States of America use some pretty dang similar tactics. When you got people that are holed out, when they, like, you can't get them out, when they can't, flush them out, you've got options, right? You can starve them out. You can cut off their food, water, electricity, all of those things until they finally just decide they've had enough and they're willing to give up. And I've seen so far is teams that'll go to like taking fire hoses and shoving them down in a window and like squirting them down and everything else. The poor bees, I know they had to smell the Russians, but hey, they'll be okay. All right. The bees are going to be okay at the end of the day. If anything, they were going to have a good time. That is, in my opinion, and Matt's opinion, which, not always the right opinion for some people, but for me, I love opinions. I think opinions are great and people should have them, and you should listen and you should support other people's opinions. So that's how it should go. Now, this next thing I'm going to end up putting up on the screen for you guys is one of those things that I'm not really, how do I want to say this? I'm just going to tell you what it is. There was, before we get into the terror attacks, because I do want to allow people to roll in here, there was a Jewish journalist that ended up getting arrested here in the United States of America. And I saw this get posted today. And for those that don't think that it is a big deal, I hope you guys understand that for the longest time it's been, when I went through the police academy, this was a stat they put out, blew my mind. They were talking about, well, what is one of the like largest hate groups, if you will, in the, like what group in the United States is constantly getting hated on? Which one is the most attacked? And according to the FBI, and it's been this way for a very long period of time, it is the Jewish people in the United States of America. And again, I'm Christian, but of course there's an Israeli flag behind me. And that Israeli flag was flown inside Gaza by an Israeli Special Forces soldier. It was also taken into southern Lebanon as they were thumping on Hezbollah. So I'm very proud to have that. And right underneath that, boom, yes, that's right, I do have the Good Christian Book sitting right next to it. And it's okay. It's okay to have all of those things in the same place, ladies and gentlemen. And if for some reason you don't think that, we shouldn't be supporting them, you're just kind of, I don't know, like if you're Christian, you need to go read the Bible again. That's all I'm going to say about that. But let me get back down to this. And if you guys stick around for the end, because you are really going to love kind of like the devotional that I put together for the end of today. I chose not to buy a book. I actually chose to put some thought into it, and that's what we're going to go over. But I'm just going to play the video, and then we're going to talk about it. I'm just going to play the video, and then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
So an incident that occurred, I think, like 3 days ago, there was a post that she posted on social media, and due to the circumstances that a female felt threatened and harassed. So it does all fall under the elements of cyber stalking.
I know the law well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that is the charge that should be in the warrant.
But harassed wearing a keffiyeh in public.
I get it, but that's her religion. She can do that.
A keffiyeh is very different from a hijab.
Right, and I understand.
It's a political statement.
I get that, but due to the
circumstances
and the way she felt.
And officers, I respect you, and I'm just saying, what I'm telling you though is that it's part of political speech.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here to the cops that are standing here, right? So what this lady did was she was going through a particular grocery chain. She was going through this grocery store. And as she was going through the grocery store and she was checking out, there was a woman standing behind the cash register. And she asked, because the woman behind the cash register that was wearing a keffiyeh, she asked if it was Halloween. The lady said, no, it's to free Palestine and all, or support Palestine, some crap like that. It's for free Palestine is the quote that's given here. It's for free Palestine. So the lady that went through took that to the store manager, because the store manager was like, hey, I don't know if you know this, but that's a political statement. And according to your like store policies, like the corporate policies, you're not allowed to make political statements when you work here. The store kind of blew her off and was like, no, we whatever. So then she took it to higher, and then she took it to social media. And she got arrested for making a post, particularly about what happened. Now, it's interesting. Yes, no, this is a very true story. Like what I'm telling you is true. The grocery store in this, the facts of the case might be a little off, right? Because I obviously wasn't there. So I'm going to put that disclaimer. Plus there's a disclaimer at the top. But the name of the grocery store is Harris Teeter. It's over on the East Coast. And this is how it's coming out and how it's being reported, just to be perfectly clear. And that lady, I guess the lady would have then had to have pressed charges against her, not the lady there, but the one behind the cash register. So it wasn't Harris Teeter that did this, to be clear, or at least it wouldn't seem. But yeah, it happened. And as a matter of fact, I remember seeing that post, like when it came out, about all of that and all of the things that went into it. But she ended up being the one that ended up getting arrested. And I think this is what Americans are like sick and tired of. You know what I mean? Like now we're getting close to like, like there's free speech and there is cyber stalking and harassment. And then there's just things that are absolute facts and truth. And if you're posting the truth, if you're talking about the truth, if you're just saying this is the truth, then you shouldn't be getting like whacked for it. You shouldn't be getting arrested for saying, hey, everybody, here's truth. Now, unless, of course, you're like I don't know, how do I want to say this? Unless you're doing something like leaking national security secrets, it might be true. Like there's exceptions to everything, right? But simple cases like that, where everything's free and public freaking information. And yeah, I love to see you down there, piss poor infantry, that says ban assault vehicles, because we're about to get into that. We're also about to get into a stabbing attack that took place over in Israel. And wouldn't you know it, I've got a little bit of background information, or what's being reported as background information, of the guy that did the stabbing inside of Haifa. And you're never going to guess where he come from. You're never going to guess where he probably got radicalized. First, I want to bring this up for you guys. There is what is being reported as new released footage, and I'm going to mess her name up probably, Amit Sasana. Her kidnapping from October 7th actually came out. And again, I am all about the truth and showing it, because I am going to start telling you guys the unbiased truth on Gaza, because I think it's very important for what's about to go down over there. I don't think it's going to be pretty, and I think people are going to have a lot of mixed emotions in being kind of like hurt about it. Adara, I'm albeit behind, but will the bees get VA benefits? I doubt it. It's probably not going to be service related, and they are probably going to have to go through a year's worth of paperwork before they even bother getting that answer. So, Adara, did we end up praying for your, I believe it was your mom going through cancer? Did we knock that out? Because if it's not, like, well, I mean, I still want God to look after your mom anyways. I do. Like, I want God to bring peace over your entire family, and I want God to heal whoever it was that was affected. So, amen to that. All right, we're going to get back over into this thing, right? I want you to look at this video on the screen, because this is newly released video of her being abducted. Yeah, well, do it again. Doesn't hurt to do it twice or 3 times or 4 times. This is newly found released video of her being abducted. And in the opening shot of this video, just face value when you see it, do these look like what you have seen in the hostage release videos? Do these people look like the same Hamas that released the hostages? And your answer is likely going to be no, because they're not. These are Palestinian people. These are the Palestinians. And this morning I made a post over on X, and what I said was, I said that Hamas wants a one-state solution. Anything else is a lie. And it's grounded in fact. As a matter of fact, and I'll show you guys, I'll even open up like an AI platform here in a second. And again, you have to be careful with what you're putting in, right? You have to be careful with how you word it. Like if you use AI, you have to do that. And don't ever take AI as fact. You ask AI to cite what it says, and you question it, and you push it to make it get to the truth, because especially things like Grok, it'll pull posts from Twitter and it uses those, but those posts might not necessarily be true. We'll get into that in a sec, but let's get back to the reality which is these people that are up here on your screen, these ones up here on your screen, these are the ones that actually abducted this lady. Look at that guy in the red shirt. Does he look starving? No, he looks fit. Like he actually looks like he's in pretty good shape. So's the guy on the right and the guy on the left. And they're all dressed as civilians. They're not wearing Hamas uniforms. They're not wearing Hamas headbands. In this still frame within itself, it's hard to tell whether or not they're armed. Like that guy in the red shirt could have a backpack on. But these are Palestinians at the end of the day. These are Palestinians. Regardless of if they're Hamas, affiliated with Hamas, support Hamas, they're Palestinians. And I think that is one thing that people need to realize. Now we can see somebody has AK and some body armor. That's good. That's good. Now this guy right here, He's not armed at all. At all. Remember how I said it's hard to tell? He's just got a backpack on. So these guys aren't even armed. They're just Palestinians that are there helping out. This is a fact. Look at this video. This is true. And I read today that USAID over the last year, I haven't fact checked it yet, but I read today that over the last year, Doge had uncovered that USAID had provided over $1 billion, or I'm sorry, $2 billion, not $1 billion, $2 billion to the people inside of Gaza, to the Palestinian people. The people that did this, these people right here on your screen, if they're not dead yet, think about this. If they're not dead yet, the United States government literally put food in their mouths. And we know that food didn't make it into the hostages' mouths. We've heard stories about what has taken place to those hostages. So let's keep this video rolling. Wait a minute. Is that? Yes, I do believe. Watch. Let me see if I can. This guy. Is he armed? Is he dressed in Hamas attire? Is he doing anything like that? No, he's not. He's another innocent Palestinian, quote unquote. Does that look like a properly marked vehicle for Hamas? Anything of that nature? Or does it maybe look like a civilian pickup truck? And now they're celebrating because they're on their way free. Look at all of those people in the background. Hell, looks like there's a body in the middle of the road. Could be debris, could be a body. Who knows? But look at all those people there. Where's Hamas? Anybody, where the F is Hamas? Again, where's Hamas? Where's Hamas? Oh my goodness. Now, for the first time, as we get through this video, out of the dozens of people we've seen so far, we've got one guy with his face covered, body armor on, and some sort of marking that would lead you to believe that he might be affiliated with them. Or he could be supporting them, we just don't know. But notice how his outfit and his kit's a little bit different in the way he's covering his face while nobody else does. This is not, ladies and gentlemen, these are not, like the vast majority of the people that were taking place here were not Hamas fighters. They're Palestinians. And even then, 100% of Hamas is Palestinian. Just throwing that out there. Now, those guys look like they might be Hamas. So at some point, this individual got transferred to Hamas. And you see that guy with the collared shirt on? Look at this guy. I want to slow it down and back this up as we go through it, because there's a lot of takeaways from this video. This big guy with the beard and the collared shirt on and the pistol on his hip, he's probably Hamas. But he's dressing like a civilian, and he's doing it for a reason. Clearly, he's the MFIC. He's running things. Iron Dog says we would have an accurate number of how many there were if Rob was reporting H group BTG movements. Yeah, well, I mean, Rob actually, so I saw Rob this weekend. Him and I went shooting because he's going through the police. For those that you guys don't know, Rob is going through a law enforcement academy right now. He's not here. And it looks like he's actually going to get hired on to an agency. And he's not going about telling everybody about his personal life, and I don't blame him. I took him to the gun range yesterday. I had a wonderful day at the range. Because if my buddy's going to be out there working the streets and protecting us, I want to make sure he's safe and he knows how to do what he's doing. And dude, what an amazing day, right? Like, what an amazing day to have, to be able to go there with somebody that you served with. that's going in to do something that you used to do, and all of that, and to be able to pass information and knowledge off to him. Like, dude, that was a blessing yesterday. So there you go. There's that video. I want to make sure I get that out there for you guys before we start moving into everything else that ends up taking place. And for the purpose of everybody that's still currently watching this, that's in here. Again, we're about to get into Germany. This is a brand new video out of Gaza for you. This is Gaza. And if you think it's an old video, you're about to be shown why it's not an old video. And if you haven't seen this yet, Lord have mercy. Do you see this? Do you see this? Burn this into your memory. I want you to take this and I want you to burn it into your memory. And I hope, I pray somebody takes this video and cuts it down if I don't have time. This is inside Gaza. You know, the place where everybody's starving, where they say that like like they're just having a horrible life. You know, where like, who was it? The UK Prime Minister, I forget his name off the top of my head. That's how irrelevant his opinion is to me. That says that all of these people are starving and that we need to make sure we get on that and blah, 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 blah. That's here. Now, where do you think all of that food came from, ladies and gentlemen? Where do you think all of that food came from? Oh yes, Linda, I'm lying. I'm lying. We're all liars. We're all liars. What makes you think it was pork? Like, what makes you think any of that's pork? Anybody? Anybody? It's so sad, man. Like the gaslighting is so strong in this crowd. And like, I have determined, I have came up with something new, right? And I was talking with somebody and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start gaslight checking myself. I'm going to start gaslight checking you guys. And I'm going to have like, I'm going to figure out a way to do it. Like I'm going to get a little graphic that's like, gaslight check. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of people being gaslit. I think there just needs to be gaslight checks. So yeah, over in Germany. Good God. I have to sit up and be serious now. Over in Germany. Listen to me. Over in Germany, 25 people, 25 so far, have been reported as being injured. 15 of those 25 seriously injured in a car ramming attack. The footage that I've seen come out of this, and the footage that I've seen come out of Israel is not safe for viewing on YouTube. They would demonetize me. They'd kick me out. They would kill the channel. I can't show you all of the footage that's out there, but I encourage you to go look at it. Even if you're somebody that can't stomach these types of things, for the love of God, go look at it. Seriously. It's important that you do. It's very important that you do. It's very important that you go look at this footage. Because what ends up happening is people hear a number. And they go, oh, 25, 15 seriously injured, car ramming attack, all of these things. Yeah, I'll drop it in NSW on Discord. I need to get better about doing that. And when you see those videos, I want that to be burned into your memory. Because that. Yeah, if you're a new Truth supporter, and I saw Texas is in the house. So Texas, like, if you don't mind, like, you know, well, never mind. I'll post it. There should be a new link posted anyways to get into the Discord server up over on the community tab. So if you got a new membership today, if you got a Speak the Truth membership, make sure you go and you click up to the main YouTube profile and go check out our posts. And if you're a Truth supporter, if you got gifted a membership today, get into the Discord It is probably one of the best communities that we have. I am so thankful for what we have built over there. I am so proud of you guys and the mods that are over there and what they've turned that into. It is a no kidding actual community. Like the word community is one of those things that gets thrown out there. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is a community. Like our Discord, like if you want to know like the benefit of this channel, it is the privilege of being a member in our Discord community. The people that we have in that community and the people that are true supporters that support this channel are some of the best people on this planet. I have seen so many people be supported through that Discord server, and I have heard story after story after story of the connections that are made over there and you guys and gals just supporting each other. And that's my kick. That's my promo for the day. Get in there because it's amazing. Oh, by the way, at the end of today's show, we're getting our butts back in the Discord server, and I'm bringing you guys up to talk about things. I want to talk about what took place with the White House last week. I want to talk about these terror attacks that are taking place, and I dang sure want to talk about what I'm about to report on over inside of Gaza. Ryan, dude, welcome to becoming a true supporter, brother. Glad to have you on board. Short 8-second clip. That's it. That's what I'm going to show you about this attack over in Germany. That's what I'm going to show you about that attack. I don't want to like get any more in depth into it. It is enough that you know that a madman, who likely you can figure out who they are, drove a vehicle through a crowd. You know what? You know what? Here is an overhead. Let me, you know what? I was hesitant to show some of this, but you know what? These are the things that people need to see. I'm okay showing that one. I'm okay showing that one because it doesn't show excessive gore and it's for educational and documentary purposes. That person is one of the victims of that attack from today, and they're being helped out. When I tell you this crap is real, when I tell you it exists, when I tell you it's out there, ladies and gentlemen, it is out there. If you haven't looked it up yet, you need to. Sorry about that. If you haven't looked it up yet, you need to. You need to get out there and look that crap up. Go. I will not do it because I will not show all of it, and you can call me whatever you want. I won't do it because the bigger, greater message that I'm trying to do here, like the greater thing that I'm trying to accomplish here, I'm not going to allow stupid people to take that away because I know the impact that we've had. So don't ask me to do stuff that I know is going to get rid of it. And volume is crisp. You know why? Because I took time last week and I adjusted everything to make sure it was back up. And so it shouldn't be a problem again. I also got a really nice cable for this mic to make sure that everything is going through it nice and clear. So hopefully you guys hear me okay and you guys are enjoying the audio again. I do listen to you guys. I do monitor the comments as best as possible as I'm going through it. Now, unfortunately, I cannot show you the video over on YouTube of the terror attack that took place inside Haifa. Because over inside Haifa, a madman decided it'd be a good idea to run around with a knife and start stabbing people. And wouldn't you know it? You know what? I'm going to show you this one portion of this video first. Now, after the stream, 7-3 guy, welcome in to becoming a true supporter friend. Now, after the stream, I'm going to take the video of, I can describe it for you. I can take the video of the terrorist that conducted this attack, stabbing somebody violently over and over and somebody kicking him off that individual and putting him down. It's also over on my Twitter profile. So if you're watching me on Twitter, you can just go up there and you can see there. I made a comment about it earlier. I commented on he did everything correct. I only wish he turned the guy's forehead into a canoe. So instead of standing there, that they were able to help the victim that was on the ground bleeding out. In that case, put one in the dome, CNS, take it out, and help the people that are on the ground. You don't have to sit there and pull security on him and wait. Put one in his dome. That other person's life is more important. And that is true, at least here in America. Maybe not in Israel, but in America, 100%. Go take care of that person. Like, you have a right to take care of that individual. That person that did those things is still a threat. If you were to go over to help that individual, there is a high probability that you might continue to get stabbed because of the proximity of where the victim was on the ground to where the attacker was. I can't even put a picture of it up. I can't even put a picture. I can't even put a still image of what this scene looked like up on the screen right now. But I can tell you that if that's the case, where this individual is still a threat and you might have put a round in him, but you need to help the person next, you can put a round into his dome. You can take out his CNS legally, because as long as that person's still moving and has access to that weapon, they have the means, opportunity, and motive to do so. They already expressed the motive. They currently have the capability and they have the means to do so, i.e. the knife, and they're there. They might be wounded. But the moment they come to their senses, they could easily roll over and stab that person they were just attacking. You want to know where you can see it? Right down here at the bottom of the screen, right here. If you want to see it, go to my profile over on X and you'll see it. You'll see it. It's over on my profile on X. If you're on X watching, just scroll down on my profile. You'll see the video. If you need a link, it's on there. I shared it earlier today. And you'll watch the person get whacked. If you're not following me on Twitter, I don't know what the heck you're doing with your life. Like, go follow me on Twitter, for the love of God. That right there will have a link for you. Go look at it, scroll down. You'll see where I said what they did and what they should have done, which is canoe the man's forehead to help that victim out. You should have X. Like, seriously, like, I don't care if you support Elon Musk or not. I have mixed emotions about Elon, just like I have mixed emotions about Trump, just like I have mixed emotions about every political figure. I don't agree with anybody, period. And Elon's became a political figure, whether you like it or not. He is. He simply is. He is now a political figure, taking over Doge, doing the different things that he's done, making comments on everything that he's done. He's became a political figure, whether you like it or not, he is. But I will tell you that the information on X, and you can say you'll never have it. That's fine. That's up to you. But that hard-headedness that you have is denying you access to information. And if anything, and this is my opinion on it, and again, my opinion alone, if you aren't looking at those things, just terrorists, listen to me, Russians, listen to me, I'm in your Telegram channels, just so you know. I'm watching you bastards. I don't support terrorism. I don't support Russians. But you better believe I'm in there so I can better understand their mentality, so that I can understand what it is they're doing, so that I can understand how it is they're recruiting and how they're planning and what it is that they're doing. I want to know these things. You should want to know those things too. I don't just want to know what Israel and the United States put out and what Germany and Ukraine put out, or France. I want to know what everybody's saying. You can't beat your enemy unless you understand them. And you can't gain a true understanding for your enemy unless you understand them. So let's say you refuse to go to X because you hate Republicans. You're over here as a Democrat and you're like, dude, I like what this guy is saying. Not sure where he stands. I'm independent, just FYI. You should be over there to monitor what they're saying so that you can go to the first-hand source, so that when Elon Musk puts something out, you can actually read through it. You should be able to see what it is he's saying, and you can monitor and check on those things. I hate Truth Social. I think it's a garbage platform. Trump also puts things out on Truth Social. You should probably be there as well to see what exactly he's saying so that you can tell, you can do your own gaslight checks, you can do your own due diligence and tell whether or not it's happening. Yeah, I don't blame you, Savage Randy, but I also told you that I want you guys to be able to fact check me, that I want you to do your own due diligence. And I'm glad people like Savage Randy have the absolute trust in me to put out factual information. But at the end of the day, I am human and I do make mistakes, and I correct those mistakes when I find them or when I'm made aware of them. But for that reason alone, if you are like an intellectually honest thinker and you want to know what people are saying, you should go over there and you should be monitoring these people. Do it. I'm serious. Like, I'm encouraging you to do it. The same way I will encourage you to go over and watch the videos of all of these people, because it's important for you to see those things. It's important for you to understand those things. It's important for you to see them with your own eyes as they emerge, as they come out. Because I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen things come out on that platform that get suppressed. I've seen things come out on that platform that disappear. You guys remember when Benghazi happened? Here's an example. And this is why I like Twitter. So all of that crap took place a long time ago, right? Like over a decade ago, we had the whole Benghazi fiasco. Yeah, your own lying eyes. That's why I said do some due diligence. I see, like, I don't know if you're responding to somebody, but yeah, your eyes will lie to you. Which is why you should continue to check. If you don't just take one thing, do not just take one source of information, get your confirmation bias and go, aha, this must be true. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's day and age, you better dig into the flipping weeds, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you how like these mainstream media outlets actually operate. One person will take something and they'll blast it out, and it'll get hit on like one MSM outlet, one MSM newspaper. They all do this crap. And I didn't even know this until I started doing this job. I'm just letting you know how it goes. What they do is they then take that information off that one article and they copy paste, add their own freaking verbiage to it, and they repeat it. And that's how those things go viral so dang quick, is they take the onus off and they say, according to X, or according to this source, this happened. And every single one of them do it. And if you don't believe me, start paying attention to the vast majority of these mainstream articles that are getting shared. Go look it up. Tell me if I'm lying. That's one source. I don't care if you find it on 10 different mainstream media outlets. That is still one source. That's why I'm telling you, and I'm encouraging you to go over to it. When Benghazi happened, when Benghazi went down, there was ISIS flags that were flying around there. And I remember seeing them with my own eyes. I was sitting in the JOC. So I want you to picture this. When that went down, I was sitting in the Joint Operations Center overseas. And I'm staring at all of these intel feeds and stuff that are coming in. Now, one of the things that I was watching was a local news channel. And that local news channel had put out a portion, like they went to somebody that was on camera, whatever, and there was 100% ISIS flags flying around. And people, how that never made it out is a very good question. I saw that with my own eyes. My eyes didn't lie to me. I saw it. It was there. Maybe that reporter was somewhere else, but I saw it with my own eyes. And for some reason, I haven't seen that again. I saw it live that day as those events were unfolding, but it's since been wiped. And so I would encourage you to go over there before things get wiped. Check, double check, triple check. It's all very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. It's all very, very important. So let me tell you about this guy. Let me tell you about the one knowing. This is knowing that we had that terror attack over inside of Germany today. Let me tell you about the alleged information of the attacker from Israel. They're saying his name was Jethro Shaheen. This isn't me. This is coming from open source intel. They're saying his name was Jethro Shaheen, that he was 20 years old. He's Druze from Shefomar, an Israeli town with a Sunni Muslim majority and a large Christian, Arab, and Druze minority. His father, a former Southern Lebanon army soldier, comes from a population historically allied with Israel. His mother is from Magar, a mixed town of Muslims, Christians, and Druze in Israel's northern district. He was born in Germany. Right now, it's being reported that the man that conducted the attack in Haifa was born in Germany. He wasn't born in Israel. He wasn't born in Palestine, if that's what you want to call it. He wasn't born in Judea, Samaria. He wasn't born inside of Gaza. He wasn't born in the freaking Golan Heights. He was born in Germany. He had just recently moved back to Israel with his parents. And when I say recently, I mean within the last couple months. So this is where he came from. This is his lineage. And this is why it's important, I think, for a lot of people to go out and get that information. Do you think maybe that Germany connection between the two, with him just now going back, do you think maybe that they're going to uncover a connection that you're not going to hear about between the individual that conducted the attack in Germany and the individual that conducted the attack inside Haifa, and that it was planned that way? Or do you think it was just happenstance? Type in Matt Tardio if you can't find me. I don't look like this in my X profile picture. I look if you can't find me. This is what you look for. If you're looking for me on X, this is me. This is my profile. It's right here. This is me. All right. This when you click Matt Tardio, whatever, or at Angertab, ANGERTAB, it's like currently down below my name, right down here. That's what you get. Yeah, I'm in a suit. I don't know if you know this or not, but since we've started this channel and because of the support of you guys, these things that I have launched, like seen on here, like, I don't know if you noticed, but I simplified my profile. Look at this. This is what you guys have done for me. This is what you guys have done for me. Seen on Real America's Voice, Newsmax, I-24 News. I've been in international papers. I've been cited in international papers as an expert. All thanks to you guys and your support. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that. And like, let me tell you how proud I am to be leading this community. I don't give you guys praise enough. Your guys' support for this channel, do you know how many minds we've changed? And make no mistake about it, we are in a freaking information warfare. We are literally in a battleground for the minds. Terrorism itself is a human terrain battle. And y'all have been the ones that have been supporting me, which I love, to get this word out about what's actually taking place. Listen to me. You guys thrusted me into international news. I've done interviews in French, bro. Had a translator, international TV. Last week, and again, this is all because of you guys. Last week, I was back on Real America's Voice with Grant Stinchfield. Grant doesn't support the war in Ukraine. Like, he's not a fan of it. You know what he's a fan of, though? Americans doing patriotic things and making sure that just things get done. When Grant heard, oh gosh, I just unpinned it this morning. Look at this. When Grant heard about this, when I texted Grant about this, he immediately gave me a segment on his show to raise funds for Ethan, to get him home. And because of you guys, we got him here. His body isn't getting cremated. He's getting buried with respect. And his family's doing it. You guys did that. You guys have literally changed lives. You did that. You supported that. Man, dude, you guys, I'm telling you, you want to be a part of an actual community that gets things done? This is the one. This is that community. Be a part. join up, price of a cup of coffee a month, and you are literally helping to change things for the better. I promise you that is my goal. I promise you my goal is to arm you with information, and what you do with that information is up to you. Texas says, Matt, sorry I've been busy. Did we get an update on how the fundraiser for Ethan's been going? Yeah, so far we've raised just over $9,500 for Ethan. I took $2,100 of those dollars that got donated and was able to pay for his transfer / memorial service, like, for his body to get off the airplane and everything else. So luckily I didn't have to put that on my card. Now, the 19,000 some change or whatever that I charged on my card, that drops it down because I put 2,195. So where am I at now? It's like $6,500 on that I've got in cash that have been donated. We're going to be okay. Like, God's got that. God, like, he's on it, man. We're going to be okay. I believe it's fine. You and Rob built a great community. I watch every chance I get. While I enjoy Matt's videos and I agree with him often, I would have to say that it's only about 60 to 65% of the time. Thanks, Will. I appreciate that. Seriously, I do. As a matter of fact, I gave a warning the other day, like on my X account. And I said, look, if you don't agree with me, that's a good thing. You should not agree with everything I have to say. Where's the fundraiser? I'll tell you what I'll do. So we had an issue. So I will talk about it. I will advertise for it. For those that are just watching this, for Ethan and his family and everything else, this is where it's going. I initially wanted to set up a GoFundMe account and didn't want to talk about anything that I did. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to pin it back because I got asked about it. I initially didn't want to talk about it. I didn't. I do think it's important though, so it should be pinned now to the top of my profile. You guys should be able to go over and see it. All right. You should be able to go over and see this. Now, I initially didn't want to talk about this. I'm just going to read through you the post. This is now pinned to the top of my X profile. Mods, if you can't grab it and pin it to the top of the chat as I'm reading through this, Texas, if you wouldn't mind going and grabbing that post and pinning that post into this chat for me as I read through this, I would greatly appreciate it. But I want to read this for you guys because this is the post I ended up making. I made this post because we tried to set up originally a GoFundMe that's saying, hey, this is going into Ethan's family. I believe in acts of charity. I believe in giving. I believe in doing the right thing. I also don't think I need recognition for it. And nor do I want it, to be perfectly honest with you. Like it's taking attention away from where the attention should go. The attention should go to like Ethan and like what his family's dealing with. So I'm just going to read this through to you. And if one of the mods, if you could take this post and pin it so people can find the link to donate, or you know what? I'll put it here. I'll just do it real quick for you guys. Let me make this easy because I got a feeling when you guys hear about this, you're going to be like, oh my goodness. So let me just post the link up here for you guys so that you have it in the stream. I can do that. And then I'm going to post this link and you can go over here and you can donate to it directly. And you're going to see why. So there's the donation link. Okay. There's the donation link. If you want to donate after hearing this, by all means, the link's pinned in the top of the chat. This is the post. That's the link to donate. The post also has a link to donate. The following is an account of the few remaining eyewitnesses of Ethan's final hours from December 4th, 2023 in Ukraine. On December 4th, 23, Ethan had been manning a bunker position under heavy Russian fire when Ethan saw a fellow brother in arms shot outside of the bunker. He left his covered position and exposed himself to heavy enemy gunfire to recover his critically wounded brother. Almost immediately, Ethan was struck by enemy fire. Ethan was recovered by his brothers and brought back into the safety of the bunker where Ethan received medical treatment. After Ethan was patched up, he began rendering aid to his brothers. Their position was then attacked by overwhelming Russian forces, resulting in over 95% of Ethan's unit being either killed or wounded in action. Due to the circumstances, Ethan was listed as missing in action. In addition to the above, Ethan also eliminated 12 Russians that day. In December of 24, Russia and Ukraine exchanged 500 fallen service members. Ethan's remains were recently identified through DNA testing as he is finally coming home. His funeral is now scheduled for March 10th. The recovery of his remains came as a surprise to his family. They weren't prepared for it. So I'm asking for your help. I placed his funeral costs on my Amex charge card, $18,451 to be exact. Proof I will show you here in just a second for transparency. There's an additional $2,100 in transfer costs that we're finalizing soon. We just paid that today. Why did I pay for it up front? His family couldn't afford the burial, and his body would have to be cremated on last Friday if we didn't secure the gravesite and the grounds. GoFundMe has been dragging their feet, and I can't afford to do this anymore on my own. All additional funds raised will go to help his family once the money I've spent has been recovered. If you can't assist financially, we ask that you honor his actions by sharing this story with others to know the sacrifices of this United States Marine, Ukrainian soldier, brother in arms, and true American patriot. Ethan often said, all that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing, and freedom isn't free. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing holds more truth than that today. Thank you. So please consider making a donation, and cards are accepted. That's it. That's the post. There's way more to Ethan's story, and it was so much that I did a complete and full episode on it. I did. Because it needed to happen. And I've been posting updates of the amount of funds and money raised and everything else. If you don't believe me, that's exactly what I did. Here's your proof. It's up on your screen. This is the contract for his plot. And the reason I have to do this is because that money, that link that you're going to, that link, that money is going into it's like a PayPal because I fronted the money on a charge card. So it's got 30 days from now, I'm going to get charged for it. And I figure 30 days is plenty of time to get the money back. This is an excerpt. Obviously, some things are blacked out of the contract of the cemetery where he's going to get buried. I obviously hid that information for you. Texas Actual coming in with 5. He says, I'll match all donations for the next 10 minutes that viewers make. Matt, let's monitor the PayPal. Holy crap. You got it, Texas. Those are actually timestamped, Texas, so I can share those with you. Thank you very much, man. That is extremely generous. This is the last 4 of my Amex card, and this shows right here what was paid. Okay. This right here is my Amex account. I obviously blacked out recent transactions on it, but right here you can see the charge coming through with the last 4 of the Amex card, $18,451 to that particular funeral location. Why am I not sharing that place with you? Because I haven't got approval from his family to share that. It's not up for me to do it. I'm just telling you that that's what we're covering and that's what we're doing. Okay. It's pinned at the top of my profile. It's pinned at the top of the comment section. If you would like to donate, please go ahead. Texas, that is probably one of the most generous things that I've heard in a very long time. Thank you very much for that, man. That actually means a lot, brother. I love you. Whew. Gen X Josh coming in, throwing in 50. This right here, before I get into the next portion, this right here is a convoy of humanitarian aid trucks. YM coming in, gifting out 5 Speak the Truth memberships for 5 of you lucky folks. This right here is a convoy of humanitarian aid trucks that are going into Gaza. So it was taken, I think, yesterday or the day before. Lined up, ready to go to deliver humanitarian aid. I just showed you a massive meal that they were preparing for. They're fasting. It's Ramadan. Nothing can touch their lips until the sun goes down. So that's them preparing for it, for having a massive feast. Evil Rick coming in with 5. He says, he went out a hero. He's the definition of a true American, fighting for a just cause and to help people. Everyone should aspire to be like him. Alexander, I can't pronounce your last name and I don't want to mess it up. And Koyand came in gifting out 5 Speak the Truth memberships as well. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Anti-Duck. Really, guys, we appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you guys do. So before I talk about this next part of what's currently going to, or what is reportedly happening in Gaza, I wanted you to see that photo. And I wanted you to see earlier on that massive meal that's being prepared and how much food that they actually have. The Deir al-Balah municipality officially announced that Israel has cut off electricity to 2 water desalination plants. Now, that is a pretty profound statement. Number one, a lot of people probably don't realize, thank you, Heartless Soul. A lot of people don't realize that Israel, as evil as people think they are, has been the ones taking care of the people in Gaza. The people of Israel, now think about this. The country that had to build an iron dome to protect itself from these people was supplying electricity to a water desalination plant for those same people to get water. 70% of the Deir al-Balah area in the central Gaza Strip gets its water from that plant, or from those 2 water plants. According to the municipality, the stations together produce approximately 20,000 cubic meters of desalination water every single day. I don't think Iran is sending Hamas water, nor do I think that the vast majority of Palestinians are peaceful, nor do I think that the vast majority of Palestinians want Israel to exist. Nor does Hamas. They lie about it. They want a one-state solution. It's true. It's written in writing. And I can, again, I said I would provide you with facts, right? And I want you guys to be critical thinkers. So if you're watching this and you're one of those people that's like, oh, let's see what the evil, Zionist has to say. Here's some facts for you. I'm going to put it up on your screen. These are also posted on my X account. That's why I would encourage you to go watch it, because you can do your own due diligence, a little bit deeper dive on some of the stuff that I present. These come straight out of Hamas's 2017 charter. Palestine is an Arab Islamic land. It is a blessed and sacred land that is in a special place in the heart of every Arab and every Muslim. They will continue their mission until the promise of Allah is fulfilled. And the right of the Palestinians, and here's what their mission is, the right of the Palestinians, refugees, and the displaced to return to their homes from which they were banished or banned from returning to, whether the lands occupied in 48 or 67, that is the whole of Palestine, is a natural right, both individual and collective. That right is confirmed by all divine law. So they believe in their mind it is their divine right to take over Israel from the river to the sea. They're talking about the Jordanian River to the Mediterranean Sea. That is all encompassing of Israel. And in order to accomplish that, they're able to do it through all means and methods, which include things like on October 7th. Well, if there's a troll in the chat, mods, just kick them the F out. Get rid of them. They can go bye-byes. They can go bye-byes. That's a fact. They want a one-state solution. So if they want a one-state solution and it's rooted in their religious ideology, well, does it matter if you give them a 2-state solution and say, in Gaza, you can have your own life, you'll be perfectly fine? No. Because the laws of God in their eyes, what they view as God, in my opinion, falsely, in their eyes, it's always going to supersede the laws of man. And so while they might sign an agreement, so on and so forth, and ask them about Takia. Ask them if they're allowed to sign a document, black and white in ink, and lie their face off so that they can accomplish what they believe is their divine right. The answer is yes, they can, religiously. Russ Inner says, howdy, my brothers and sisters. I'm okay and I'm back. Yes. You don't know how much it means to me that I have you guys in my life. I love you guys. Boom, right there. Russ Inner, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what I'm talking about when I'm like, you guys are like missing so much about this channel. Like, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Like, if you're not a true supporter, you're missing a hell of a community. Resonator, thank you so much for sharing that, brother. I'm happy to know you're doing good. I really am. It, like, warms my heart. Man. So what do I think? They're cutting off the water. Is it okay? Well, yeah, I think it is. Why? Because of the amount of Palestinians that, in fact, do support Hamas. It is the vast majority, not the minority, the vast majority of Palestinians support Hamas. And in terror organizations, just like in warfare, if you are a uniformed member of the Israeli Defense Force and you don't even have a firearm on you, you're just driving a freaking fuel tanker, dragging gas towards the front line, dragging fuel, JP-8, that's going to go fuel those freaking tanks that are on the front line, you're a valid, legitimate military target. At the end of the day, you are. You're a valid, legitimate military target. Now, these people that are inside Gaza, that are supporting Hamas, that are doing things like I just described, whether it be bringing water to them, supplying water to them, whether it be providing them food, whether it be material support, whether it be moving weapons, whether it be digging tunnels, whether it be anything, if you are contributing to the terrorist network, I hate to tell you, you're a valid military target. Period. You might be lesser on the threshold for how internationally we're allowed to take your butt out, but you're still, nonetheless, a valid military target. And Israel has the right internationally to deal with you as they would any other formalized military. You are the enemy, and you will be treated as the enemy. Hell on earth does not begin to describe what is about to happen inside there. And that is why I'm taking such a hard stance on this today and just presenting facts and doing a heck of a lot of talking. Normally, I present a lot of information and not so much talking, but all of my talking is based on facts. Facts have been presented on this channel. I'm telling you, after last week, after watching the Bibas funeral, after watching the father speak, after hearing the pain in that man's heart, which represents at its core the feeling of the vast majority of the Israeli people, I am telling you, now that Israel has the backing, the actual ironclad support of the United States of America, sucks to be you, man. And I have no sympathy for you. None. I have sympathy for you as a Christian. I have sympathy for you as a fellow human being. But there are just some things on this planet that when you do it, like, I don't know, kidnapping a baby, taking a baby hostage and strangling it, that's real. That happened. Those animals strangled a baby and his older brother and killed their mother. That's real. You deserve everything you get coming to you when you support people that openly strangle babies. I could have an ounce of respect for those people if they would have crossed the border and fought the IDF. I could have an ounce of respect if they did that. But when you strangle a baby, it's gone. It's gone. And you deserve everything you have coming to you.
At the Defense Department, we've got a lot of civilian patriots who dedicate themselves to defending this nation while working here at the Department of Defense. And a lot of them, many of them, most of them, are critical to our national security. And as we work to restore focus on DoD's core warfighting mission under President Trump's leadership, we recognize that we cannot accomplish that mission without the strong and important contributions of our civilian workforce. But it's a really big workforce as well, which we recognize. Now, on February 22nd of this year, OPM sent an email to all federal civilians asking them to provide, you remember this, approximately
That's the Office of Personnel Management.
5 bullets of what they did last week, describing their accomplishments. Well, the Department of Defense employees received direction to, at first, just initially pause responding to this request to OPM, just to pause. Now, as we said, following a review of Pentagon procedures and consultation with the Office of Personnel Management,
I got you,
because
Texas.
we work on topics of national security, of sensitivity, of classification. We needed to be careful on that front. I am now directing each member of the department's civilian workforce, just civilian, to provide those 5 bullets on what they accomplished in their specific jobs last week, to reply to that email and CC their immediate supervisors. It's a simple task, really, as Elon said, as the president recognized in our first cabinet meeting, just a pulse check. Are you there out to DoD civilians? Now, all those DoD civilians will receive an email outlining the next steps, we'll get that email soon, that they need to take in order to comply with this initiative. And then the reports will be consolidated internally within the department to comply with the OPM directive. It's really simple and straightforward. The directive to civilian employees will be clear. Reply to the email, CC your supervisor, provide without any classified or sensitive information, basic topics of what you did last week. And that we will take that into consideration as we make sure we're being as focused and as tailored as possible in looking at how we streamline our workforce to both meet the fiscal demands of the moment, but also ensure we have the strongest, most viable fighting force in the world. Thanks.
Holy crap. So Texas asked me to update him. Holy shiza. Wow, dude. This is where you guys get insane, man. I got chills. I got absolute chills right now, man. I just looked at the PayPal. I got asked to look at it, and I just looked at it. This is nuts. Texas, brother, you're, I don't know if you realized what it was. What I say we were at 65-ish? I'll have to go back and do the math. Holy crap, dude. We went from 65 roughly to now 10,157. No, it's more than that. 10,1200 and something. Holy hell. Yeah. You guys did that. I'm going to go back and add it up to make sure I'm not crazy. Oh my God. 2 cent, 3 cent gave in 500. There was 2 $1,000 donations that came in on top of that. There was 2 $1,000 donations that came in on top of that. Dude. Oof. Bro, that gives me chills, man. Texas, I'll provide you with everything, and yeah, I'll provide you with everything. I'll have to go check timestamps for you, brother. I love you guys so much. I love this dang community so much. It's not even funny. Dude. That's crazy, man. That's nuts. What's even nuts about that though is we're not there. What I say, it was like 18K, 18,451, I think, is what we put down. So there's still work to do, man. You guys crushed it this morning. Texas, I wouldn't even blame, like, dang, man. Bro. Hats off to y'all, man. I'm going to take that segment, cut it down, and I'm going to send it to the family today. Like, I think of all people, they need to know how much like they are actually and truly supported. You know what I mean? And like how much they're actually loved and how much people care, especially right now with everything going on in the country. I had some comments that I was going to do on that Hegseth piece and everything else. Wow, man. Wow. Dude, that's nuts. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. I'm heading over to the Discord right now. I'm heading over to the Discord. If you're a true supporter, meet me in there, man. If you guys want to chat about this, off for a sec until it gets fixed. There we go. Now we're up. Wow, man. Like seriously, holy cowballs, dude. That's freaking wild. That's freaking nuts, dude. Come on in, raise your hand, man. I want to hear from you. Get in here. Wanted to let you guys know tomorrow evening Trump's supposed to be addressing Congress. I'll cover that live. Spencer Stubbs becoming a true supporter. Good to have you, Spence. Texas, did you see that crap, man? Texas.
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, you guys are gonna make me go broke, but I'm a man of my word. So whatever came in there, I don't care. I figured it's gonna be big. I figured when you give people a challenge, I believe we'll be able to finish it with this match. I hope I'll be able to finish it with this match.
Dude, we'll be damn close. And like, we'll be damn close. And who am I if I don't put my money where my mouth is, right? So.
Are you still live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I froze for a second when went to Discord, so I didn't know.
I don't even want to announce how much it was. Like,
You should. I don't.
Bro, that's insane, man. But like the crazy part is, like, even if you match where that's at, we'd still be like, and again, this is beer math, right? Rough beer math, because I haven't checked all of those things. It's rough beer math.
Can we open? I don't know what you have on the PayPal. Does it have any information?
I don't know what it looks like, and I don't want to open it up live. I can do a signal call with you and scroll through it and show you.
No, I know. I was figured like just to show the stream what came in. Like I don't like care. I mean, I don't care. You just tell me a number.
I just told you what it was, and like I'll share it with you. Like I'm not going to share it here on live. Crazy. Like what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of that, like before and after, because I think I don't know if I screenshotted yesterday where I was at on it, but I know I can scroll back in time and show that, because I did. I sent 2,100 over for the funeral home yesterday that they're getting paid on it today.
Like, I know there's timestamp of every person's
yeah, it is. So it's like, cool, and you can see their names and stuff, which is also wild, right? But dude, look, nonetheless, I would think so. I mean, we're talking what, like, dude, is that 3,500?
I think so. That's what I was thinking. I thought if you said 1,000 and 1,500, and then a bunch of people said like 50s, 100s, and whatever, I was thinking you're gonna be in the $3,000 to $3,500 range that came in that 10 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it was. That's
Dude,
what I'm assuming. I didn't see your account, but just based on what you said.
That's wild. That's
If
more.
Texas matches, I'll match him. That's fine. I'll
Who
match. I
who
already
said
gave
that?
1,000 to the donation.
Who said
Somebody
that?
said it in chat. Two
Two.
C, three NTs.
I think that would take us
I
to
don't believe
total,
it.
man.
I don't believe it. I'll match mine live on stream. I don't believe it. Like I already gave 1,000 to that thing, and I'll put another 3,000 right now, no problem. Like
He says you'll do it,
yeah,
man.
I mean,
and like,
yeah, come on, to send. What are you? Yes, yes.
he
What?
says
Yes. Are
yes.
you on Discord? He says
No,
yes.
he's not a true
Come on,
supporter, but
Discord.
like, I'm gonna send him. Like,
Maybe he's still.
I'll give him a Discord link right now.
Yeah. If he could come onto Discord, or if he wants to actually do it, that would be cool. Because I think if he does that, that means that it should bring you to the home run stretch of the actual total amount. So,
dude, that would be nuts, man. I don't care after that. I'll
I just
close
don't
it
think I
down.
should.
After that, like, it's gonna be so close. I'm putting money into this thing myself. I'll close the dang thing down, and we're done.
All right, 2 cents. Send the email to show that you're serious. Because I'm curious if you actually
If
do
he
it. It doesn't
sends me
matter
an-
because I'm gonna do my part. But like I could do my part. Got the dude, hey, that's
and
not
I'll
nice.
cover the rest. I'll cover the rest. Whatever it is after
No,
that, I got it.
somebody said something in the chat.
What'd
I'm
they
only
say?
reading the YouTube chat. Yes, no, it's just funny. Somebody made a comment where I get my money from. Hey, you're not a porn star when it's only OnlyFans.
It's OnlyFans and Bitcoin. That's what it is. OnlyFans and Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin, XRP, but yeah.
Okay. Like, I don't know. It's just me throwing stuff out there, man. Let me
Screaming
open up,
loud for you. Let's see if this guy actually sent a.
Well, now I've got to take, because it's up on screen. So I got to take this off screen. So give me a sec, because like, hopefully he sent me an email.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I also need to go get a Discord link. So I've got to take take Discord off the stream.
You got posted.
So I can grab
What's breaking news?
a link.
baby.
Multiple injured after a bus crashes in Barcelona. It looks like it's collided with HGV.
It's
or
Ramadan,
something.
man.
Yeah.
Crap, dude. All right, we'll get to that.
A bus?
We'll
with
get
people?
that in a sec.
Yeah, it looks like a coach, like a bus coach kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Isn't it like an MCI job, like a big accident? It's like, what happened? I Google breaking news Barcelona and it comes up FC Barcelona 3 nominees for.
Hold on, let me
They don't say
grab.
anything.
I'm
Alright, let me go
trying to
back the
remember
YouTube chat.
where I grabbed that Discord link from. It always kills. Oh, custom invite link.
Oh,
Got
I
it.
could give it to you. Yeah.
I got it. It's
Let's
weird.
go back to the
Invite
chat. Here, I'll
URL,
pay
it's right
cash
there.
for feed pics.
Can you just shoot me over on Signal the custom invite link?
Yeah. On Signal? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, just send me over the custom invite link, and when he sends me the email, I will just shoot him the Discord link, and he'll be able to jump in. Or maybe he just, dude, maybe he already did it, bro. Do I just need to tell him that you did, that you matched it?
No. If he's actually doing it, I'm doing mine either way. I'll just do it on stream because I was gonna talk to you off. I was gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Whatever. But if he's gonna do it, I'll do it on stream right now. We'll do the calculations.
He hasn't yet, but I mean, I'll tell you what I can do is like this camera. So I told you what we took out yesterday, and I told you where we were at when I started it, and I won't go through it, but. And I don't want to put the other people's names up on the screen either. You know what I mean? To like show the people that did donate. But here's what I can do. I stated where I was at beforehand. I've got no reason to lie about that, right?
Yeah, I can tell you it started my time at 17. At 6. So if we go in American clock time, so 6:33 it started at.
Okay.
6:33. So whatever transfer came in between 6:33 and 6:45, roughly is what I cover. But whatever transfer came in after 6:33 came in during the stream. That's what I could tell you, because that's when I mentioned That's right after I mentioned the Ethan, and that's after you brought the post back up. I'm working on my My dual.
So you got one. I'll tell you. You said 6:33. That's your time. So I'd have to see my because it's an even. It's not like one of those split hours, right? If I remember right.
No, it's the same thing. It's just whatever is right now is 7 o'clock. It's
So it would have been
7:07. So it's
6:30, 6:44 would be your cutoff, right?
the 35 minutes ago it started or something like that, and then
So
10 minutes after that.
So I had somebody that messaged me and I missed it and said, "Bro, send me." Let me see where it's at. I don't know. This one's up to you. I had somebody that messaged me at 23 minutes ago. So whatever that time would be, 23, 24 minutes ago. So 07. So it would be right beforehand. He messaged me right beforehand and he messaged me on Signal and he said, if you give me the PayPal link, I'll send you $1,000 for him to match. I didn't see it. That's my bad. Until 14 minutes ago, I sent that to him. That came in. That one came in. Like he was a man of his word. As soon as I gave him the link, he freaking dumped it, which was wild. So thank you for that.
Okay.
Sir.
Somebody from the stream?
Yeah. Somebody that has my Signal that was watching the stream, but they didn't have have the thing. And they messaged me, were like, yo, give it to me. But because I was doing stream things, I didn't send it to him until I saw it. And I sent it to him and he immediately dumped it in. So he's telling me he was going to donate for you to match. But yeah, dude. And people are still donating right now, which is nuts. We've had since I shared that on the screen, over like $250, I think, has already come in, which is wild. So I'll have to go through and check the timestamps and tell you exactly how much and when. But it's up to you for, I don't want to pressure you into do anything because what you said is just generous.
No. Just do the math.
Well, I have to click on each link to figure out what time it came in at. So that's too much for me to do and ignore everything. But yeah, 100%. I will do that.
No, just do from then, let's do like the like from that first donation, just do the total, the numbers, not the actual timestamp. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
Just do the total numbers of what came in.
Okay, so let me go back in time real quick then for you. Dude, that's insane, man. All right, recent activity. Dude, it's so many. It's nuts. You guys donated so much. It's insane. I'll tell you what, Texas, I'm going to round up by 200 because I think it was right around 67. So I'll just round up. Okay. Are you good with that? I'll round up for your sake. I just did the math and it's roughly around 60. I know you trust me, right? It was roughly around like 65 to 66. We'll round it up to 67, which I think would be fair.
Yeah.
No, dude, this can't be right. So, dude,
people still sending.
No, I want to make sure I'm doing this right, dude. But that would mean that my math was actually off. Because you see, like I was like so in shock. You see, like, oh no, wait, that happened.
When all the hold money, the hold monies
is money that was in there, right? So you add that up.
No, that's not the camera. You're not on that camera. Okay, that camera angle.
Yeah, so like you add the hold money to the other money, right? It's on hold because they're doing their thing, but it'll pay out, right? But if you were to, because I added the hold money to the figure I gave you earlier as well, to the 65 or whatever. Or no, I'm sorry, it would have been.
No, but the hold money.
Oh no, I was wrong. It was 75. It would have been 75, not 65. Beer math. So then it would go up to 77. Okay, so 77 minus where we're at now, and I'll just make that an even number. So we went from 77 to, let me pull up the calculator because I don't want to do wrong math on here. Okay. So this is nuts, dude. I did not expect this today. 94.69 plus 11.57 equals that minus Are you good with 77? Like, you trust me on that? It is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just under
I don't.
3,000. It's 2,926 what came in.
Yeah, figured.
Like,
That's what I said. So that means that two people gave 1,000, and
And
then one person gave 500, and then the rest were smaller donations.
correct.
And then one
How
of
did
them
you do that
technically
math
was
so
after
quick and get
them,
it so close, dude?
That's what I do.
That's insane.
Numbers is my thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Not computer. Numbers is my thing. But yeah. Okay. So that's fine. What I'll do is I'll just pledge 3,000 more to it, and I don't know if I should send it to the PayPal directly like this, the way I did last time, because I don't want it to, because if from Ukraine to here to there, it puts a hold on it, I believe.
It's okay. I've got
And I don't want that 20. I'd rather just have
yours.
what I'll do is,
Yours went through. Yours isn't
oh,
on
mine
hold.
did?
Yeah, those
Oh,
are all
okay.
smaller funds over time that are on hold. Yours went straight
No,
through.
I thought the first hold went the 1,000 that I sent.
I don't think so. No. Let me look. I'll verify for you real quick. I don't think so.
If not, I can have a PayPal account. Actually, I'll have somebody's PayPal account send it for me. So like, I'll ask my partner who has actual PayPal, because I'm not sending it from PayPal. I'm just sending
No,
it
those are
from
all.
my account.
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me look at the on hold. Yeah, that money that's been on hold, that 1157, that was on hold since those were on hold since day one, and they were all smaller ones. That's not you. Yours went through. Yours posted. That's insane.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Hold on, let's see if it's gonna let me do it this way. 1 second.
Bro, this is nuts. I'll just show it, and if he comes in and matches, dude, that's wild. I'm curious, bro.
I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna match it. I'm doing my part because
Yeah, no,
I
you're
keep
just a man of integrity.
patient. I'm not a robot.
Yeah,
Click
I'm
on
asking him if
everything
he's
that's
still in
devoted
here.
to
I mean, if he's still in here, because I haven't got an email from him yet over there. And that's okay.
I think he heard the number. He was like, "Yeah, I'm okay."
No, I'll show it when he comes in. I just put up on the screen
No,
where
I
we
know, but I'm
were, and then
saying
I'll
I
show
think
it
he
there.
heard the amount. I think he heard the amount that he needs to match. He wasn't very happy.
Well, I mean, just throw it out there for him, man. I asked him if he's still in the chat, if he responds or if he sees it, or maybe he doesn't want to be recognized. I mean, oh, he bounced? That's sad. That's nuts, man.
Hold on. I think it's I think there's a
No, he did. So
limit.
what happened was 2 cents said that he donated 500. I was like, thank you, brother. That's amazing. And then he said he'll match what Texas
Oh,
will
he's
match.
the one who said
He donated.
he did donate the 500. Oh, okay. So
He donated 500, and then he said he will match. And I know that's true because I saw it. And so, you know what? I get his email when he donates. And so I'll just email him and be like, hey, bro, this happened. And if he's a man of his word, he'll email back. If he's not, he's not. Or he's also a human being. He's allowed to change his mind. It's a donation. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we'll see. And I'll let you guys know. Yeah, maybe he is dealing with PayPal. Maya's right.
I'm dealing with PayPal right now, trying to figure it out. It's not letting me. PayPal's giving me all kinds of weird. I do not want to save this. That's why I hate PayPal. They hate Ukraine. They've blocked so many. Nope, it's not letting it. Let's do this. Hold on. I'm gonna fix it this way. I'm gonna fix it.
Holy cow, dude.
And
Like
we've frozen your card.
I don't I guess I don't want to tell people, like, I don't want to disclose names of who donated because that's people's personal stuff. If they want to say it, like, you know, I'd let them do it. But dude, that's insane, bro. That's absolutely nuts, dude. I did not like when I woke up today, I was not thinking that.
Why did my card keep getting frozen? What is it? PayPal is like a. Usually
Mm,
it's like.
because what
Hold on.
happens if you're not normally sending that amount of money through there, they look at it
I
as
don't
like,
use PayPal at all.
yeah,
Like at
so
all. I
that's why.
absolutely despise PayPal.
Yeah, so
I had a big issue with PayPal. I made a big donation to organization a while ago, and because it was war related, they withheld the money for 180 days. Nope, it's not letting me do it for some reason. I'm gonna try something else. Hold on, I'm gonna turn
you know what,
off the
Texas?
VPN
I
now.
know you are a man of your word, and I'm not worried about it.
No, I want to do it. I want to do it on like I just want people for sake of the people
Okay. I
and the
mean,
sake
I'll
of
hold
the
out for
number.
that. I'm not opposed to that, man. That's freaking amazing.
I mean, if you're in a rush,
I'm not in a
we
rush,
can
dude.
end the
Why am I in a,
stream.
why would I be in a rush, man?
I don't know if you're like, because some people have things to do. For me, it's like 7 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, so
Like,
the other guy that donated 1,000, he told me to tell you it's because it's a credit card versus a debit card. It means it's equivalent to a cash advance. I had those types of issues before doing the same thing.
no, I'm not using a credit card.
Okay.
I don't use credit cards. I don't believe in credit cards.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's where it's at. BB, what you got going on as Texas is working through this? Good to have you up, man. Haven't talked to you in a hot sec.
I hope you're well. Hope everyone's well. I just wanted to listen in really and then catch up with whatever is the latest.
Oh yeah. Well, I got to look into that bus. Like one, determine whether or not that bus thing is like a terror attack or whether that is a bus that just went off the road.
Okay, so I did
I
half
think
and it
it's
went
more of an
through.
accident.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like two buses have collided, or coach and a bus. It's hard to
I
tell.
guess it's.
Well, that would make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
What's up,
All right.
Texas?
I guess it was the amount. So I did half, and I did 1,500, and it worked. And now I'm gonna do 1,500 more,
Dang,
and
bro.
that'll be a total of 4,500.
Dude, that guy said
No,
he's going to
4,000.
match you as well.
All right, so let's go. Tell him to drop 3,000.
All right. I'll put it up on the screen, dude. This is
Donate.
ridiculous.
Hold on.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
did.
Look at it go, bro. Holy
I just
crap.
did half, and I'm doing the other half again.
It hasn't
because
hit. Oh, no,
I
it
guess-
did. It did. It hit.
Of course it did. 'Cause when I sent
It did.
it goes.
It did. That first one he just said hit. That first one he just said hit. You can see they did put it on hold, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. They did put it on hold, but we'll figure it
That's
out.
why I said it's
fine.
It's a hold.
It's fine. The money's there.
It's annoying.
It's annoying. I'll call PayPal and try to figure that out. It's fine. But there you can see
out
he
of my
sent the
account
first
already.
1,500,
These
He
guys
said he'll match you,
took it out
dude.
of my
So you sent in 15.
Let's go.
Dude said
just
this
did.
other guy
I
said-
just did. All right, there goes the other 15. I just sent 3,000.
Holy shit. Oh my.
Did that go on hold too?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
I guess it
but
did.
it's in
a
there.
lot of money.
The important part is it's
Yeah.
in there. So I'll just call PayPal and talk to
Yeah.
him about it. That's nuts, dude. That's nuts. All right, dude. What the heck, man? Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Did he just match it?
Bro.
Did he match it?
I think that does it.
Wait.
Man. No, I mean, that puts us a little shy, but I mean, we're there, man.
Did
like,
he
we're,
match
we're
the
so close. He
3,000?
did.
Or did he?
Look, no,
how
he
much?
matched it.
I can't see the number. I
no,
can't see.
dude.
The screen is really. Hold on, let me pull up my screen
No,
bigger.
no.
I
He
had you on,
matched
I
it.
didn't.
He did. He matched
I was
it.
on the. No, I was on the other window. That's what I'm saying. I was on the other window. I didn't see you. I just didn't see the phone when you were holding it up. I was on the small Discord screen. I didn't see it on the YouTube screen. All right, let's go. So that should technically
I mean, I'll have
be
to do the
very
math here,
close.
man, but that's pretty dang close. And I'm going to buy into this myself. So I'm obviously not going to send money to myself, but that's stupid. But yeah, no, I'll throw down on this. Yeah. I mean, I'll cover, I don't know what it is.
$4,000, and he gave 3,000. That's 7,000 between me and whoever that guy is.
Dude,
Whoever
that's
you are, I know
insane.
you're listening to this right now. You're a legend. Send me a message somehow, somewhere. Let's get in touch.
I'll give him your contact information. I'm going to link you two up
Yeah,
on
you do that.
Signal. I'm going to link you
You're a
two up on
legend.
Signal.
Like, you're a real one. I didn't believe it for a second. I knew I was gonna do mine no matter what, but I didn't believe it for a second because people talk a lot of absolute horse poo poo, and
We got it, man.
he didn't. He's
He
a legend.
did that crap. And I'm going to link you two up. You know what? I'm just going to do it live right now so you guys can hang out. So give me a sec. That's so wild.
Oh wait, I didn't read the YouTube chat for a second. Hold on, I gotta go back here. A lot of people are talking. Your bank may be withholding funds for security. No, it's not my bank. My bank took the money already. 180-day hold is. Oh yeah, that's when we were talking about that. Texas has a big her. I have a big her. A heart. Oh my bad. PayPal knows you said about, and it's mad at you.
Hold on.
Can you use Wise in Ukraine? Yes, I use Wise in Ukraine. I use Wise. I absolutely hate Wise because I've been a very loyal Wise customer. Like, I'm talking about like really, really loyal. They made a lot of money off of me. And they decided to act a little bit iffy when I did have a situation where I needed their help. So I majority of my movement of money through international countries is now through Revolut, not Wise.
All right, man. You guys are
Yeah.
you guys are now linked up. You guys are there.
Sweet.
He just sent you a message.
Sweet.
You're in a group. You'll see what it's titled. You like that name?
No, I looked at his photo.
Oh, I haven't even looked at it, man. That's funny.
I already saw. He's a all right,
now,
sweet.
now I have to. Now I absolutely have to do this because it's hilarious.
Man, you know what you need to do? You need to pay in from your bank account to the PayPal to add it in there, just for the joke of it.
Say what? Oh,
just a joke.
Oh, add my own money to my own PayPal account.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. It's a joke. Funding. I think we should also that would be jokes. Praise the Lord, y'all. Also, God bless y'all. Maybe fix someone's case of Monday. Maybe this fixed someone's case of the Mondays. Yeah, maybe somebody had a good day today. Or hopefully somebody has a good morning today because of this. You know, I'm laying in bad pain listening to you. And
oh my God, dude, that's insane. That's awesome. I just posted it. Bro, we raise with a good amount of help from both y'all two wild childs. We have officially raised. We're there.
You know, I just did the math.
We raised $20,551 for that family. We did that.
Yep. I told you. Matt, I was worried. You remember, I was worried, and you told me on the phone before, like right after you swiped your card, I was like, I had a pause for a second when you said I'd put it on my Amex, and I was like, and then you're like, don't worry, but we got this. It's gonna work.
It'll be fine, bro. It'll be fine.
This stream alone must have been close to 8-9 grand.
Oh my!
That came into that donation, somewhere around there. It's like the people have spoken.
Matt, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, ma'am.
If you go over what your total is and everything, could we get like one of our artist friends or somebody who does really good art or something and make something that kind of has like the true supporter community on it and send it to the family?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. 100%. I would love
You
to
know
do
what
that
we
for them.
should? You know what we should
Yeah,
order?
imagine,
And I wanted
like
to
a
order
little,
it.
like a little plaque or something.
We should
Yeah.
make a
cool.
plaque with somebody should actually make the painting. Like we can hire an artist to draw the painting of that photo, that this very iconic photo of Ethan, and we can have like a little pressed plaque under it saying that this was raised by the community. Let's 20,500. Texas sent in
For someone whose
21%
name
of that.
is Mama Heartless,
Let's
you're not
fucking
so
go.
heartless after all, eh?
Clueless
Shh,
God.
don't give out
Texas
my
came in clutch. 2
secrets.
cent came in clutch. Yeah, 2 cent came in clutch for real. I didn't think for a second first I didn't know he did a first donation. Second, I didn't know that he was actually gonna do that. I think he only said it because he was testing me. But ladies and gentlemen of the stream, people that are listening, don't test me.
Hold on.
I will keep
hold on,
my
Izzy,
word.
before you make this statement, I'm sending you a message on Signal. Read
Okay.
what I'm about to send you.
Two guys fighting in a chat.
Who's
Maybe
fighting?
I'm wrong on this. You're gonna
You
have to
and
ask
Matt.
him, because I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. Maybe that is the. I don't know. Like,
hold on a second. Let's figure that out.
yeah, if that's true, let him know.
Investigative skills.
Yeah, check that out before you say it. Double check, because I truthfully don't know. That's nuts. By the way, I'm having these two talk on a back channel, but I'll tell you what, man, that is the craziest crap. Like, you want a feel good story that this country needs right now? Holy cow, dude. That's freaking wild. That's freaking nuts.
It's amazing as many debates as we have and how many people are on two different sides of the spectrum have come together in this community like this. And I just want to say thank you, Texas, for what you have done. And thank you, community, whether it's $1 or no matter what it is.
Right.
It all adds up. Thank you, guys.
Oh. 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 Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I was just laughing at a message I read. Sorry.
Sure,
Yeah.
Texas. Sure.
No, this is getting.
I'm kidding, Texas. I'm kidding.
Okay, so just so you're aware, I got the message. It's a different guy. That person
Yeah, so
that mashed
clarifying
isn't
that
2
right now.
cents. Yeah, that's not. He just told me. And if he actually, now here's the thing though, 2 cents. If you do, like, if you're still listening or whatever, and you do, that match, that 3K match, would go directly to the family, and they do need the money. They do, for like travel expenses, costs, things like that. They've been without work and traveling and everything else. They actually tried to do, and I didn't even know it. Like, I looked back, they did their own GoFundMe a while ago, and they were only able to raise like $2,000, which is wild. All right, so that's nuts. Like, they do need it. Like, ladies and gentlemen, if you have the ability to give, don't stop. All you did was made like the funeral's taken care of. So everything from this point forward now goes to directly supporting the family. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Bro.
Yeah. So if 2 cents comes in clutch, sorry for getting hyped about 2 cent. It wasn't him. It was another person that said that he'll match. Randomly, had nothing to do with this, with what I said. He randomly said he would match. I randomly said I would match. So he ended up coming in clutch and actually matching. But 2 cent is not the one that actually matched yet. So if you're still in here, 2 cent, and you're coming in clutch, you can join the chat. That's pretty cool, though. I
Bro.
think it's lovely what we did.
That is such a freaking amazing thing today, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, I hope that family feels that love, man. I hope the family feels that love today. Outer Spaces, I got you, dude.
He gave 500, 502. He 2 cent did give 500 though.
No, he did. He gave
He did.
500. He did.
Yeah. He did donate 500.
100%. I saw it happen.
2 cents.
I saw the
No, he's not a
$500
troll.
donation, and then
Stop,
he
guys,
said he did it.
guys,
I
stop.
believe that.
No, there's people that in the chat. He's not a troll. He did give the 500.
No, he's not
He
trolling.
said after that, yeah. No,
Wow,
people
dude.
said 2 cents in the troll. I said no. For the Marine, yeah, guys, appreciate you donating to this. Somebody just donated 50 in the chat, also over there. But if you want to donate to the cause over there, you can send it to the PayPal directly. But anything is appreciated. It's something that, you know what, I usually don't I don't stress about when it comes to like something I want. I if I want it, I make it happen and I get it. So when I spoke to Matt about this, when he said the words, I put it on my charge card. I stayed quiet for a second because I didn't want to have to be like, you know what, you kind of just screwed yourself. You're gonna have a big fat charge and like hopefully you'll recover some of it. I didn't want to be the person to tell him that. And before I even had a minute to start speaking, Matt just said, "Don't worry, we got this. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. It'll come back. It'll happen." And you know what? It did. In the first hour, in the first few hours, in the first 24 hours, it climbed. And I figured now we had a weekend of applause. And in this stream, I'll mention it again and see if Matt where it's up to. And yeah, when I said I was gonna match it. To be honest, I didn't think it's gonna be more than $1,000 to match, but I'm happy that it was that number, and then somebody else came in and actually matched that.
How
even
insane
more.
is
So,
that?
We can actually call Texas a liar now. He said he thought it was going to be $1,000.
That's not a lie,
Why-
though,
why-
ma'am. He's telling the truth. That's what he thought it was going to be.
I-
And then
I
it was
didn't think it was gonna be more than
1,000.
1,000.
It was 3 times X what he thought it would be. 3 times X what he thought it would be. And
I
No,
just like
'cause when
giving
I
him
said I'll
crap.
match everything for 10 minutes, I was like, you know what? Let's see this 10 minutes. And I figured, maybe you'll actually pull up the thing and watch the PayPals come in or something. Like do that live
you know what,
stream.
Texas?
You know how
You know
can
what,
see
Texas?
donations
Screw that. I'm
coming?
going to give you some love. I'm going to give you some love.
No. Hold on. Wait. No, I don't need love. I have plenty of love. The whole. I have
I understand. I understand why, man. I get that.
community of love. What I want is the people to understand that you know what, sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone
So
and do something that, you know what, like you did that. You got way out of your comfort zone by swiping your card. You didn't ask for a penny before you did that. You swiped it first, and that was way out of your comfort zone. And for that, that's all I have to say. Like that's all the love we need.
yeah, and if you guys donate money right now, like there's 2 $50 donations that came through. I will go back through the stream and I will check them. If you guys just want to donate directly through the family, I'll eat the percentage that they take off and I'll just pull out cash and hand it to the family when I get there. I'm going to see them on Sunday. So if you guys want to donate directly to the family, like if it's not my PayPal account or whatever, I'll pull out cash and I'll just hand them cash. It's fine. So
Reno, just to let you know that you don't need to the guys that are streaming are in the stream. You don't need to have a PayPal. It is a PayPal fund donation, so you can click on it and then you can pay with your debit, credit, or whatever card you want. It's like it has both options if you have an account or not. So it's not like you're sending
perfect.
PayPal from PayPal.
2
It's an
cents
actual
says
link. It says
2 cents is listening. He says honestly, he just can't match the 2,500. Dude, respect. You donated 500, man. 100% respect. And if anything, by him saying that, it started this like
100%.
amazing back and forth. So 2 cents, I appreciate and I love the hell out of you, buddy.
Nah, of course. Like that's why I said at a minute, like he's not a troll. He actually donated
Correct.
something before he even said
threw
anything.
500 down, man.
I didn't think it was gonna be 3,000.
I didn't
think
either.
so.
I
So that's
had
what I'm saying.
no
Like
idea.
I wouldn't expect anybody else to like if they say something like that to be like, oh, that's a lot, and like I can't do that. I mean, kudos to you. You did what you could, and it's you know we got to a point where it's done. You're more than appreciated, and leave the trolls to troll, and ignore them. You know.
Yeah, I don't pay attention.
It was for a fallen brother. It was for a fallen brother. I mean, I'm not military or anything, but he defends what I have right now and what I can give to my kids and everything. So,
yeah, 100%. Come on, yeah.
Here's my thing. Like when you look at it, and people that have like, I'm sorry, if you've spent enough time at war, you do like, I'll tell you what, you develop a hatred for your enemy, and eventually you develop a respect. You really do.
I'm still on the hatred part, bro.
Eventually, you'll get to a respect portion. Anybody that's willing to die for what they believe in deserves an ounce of respect.
So we spoke about this on the stream a while ago. There is absolutely a certain level. It might be a very small level, but there's a certain level of respect that you have to infantry versus infantry when you're a dude on the ground scrapping,
Correct.
And the guys are in uniform and they're for their. If they're fighting for the right reasons or not, they're still fighting. So you have the people that will duck and hide and run away, and then you have the people that will stand up and fight. For whatever reason it is. But like I'm still at the point where I'm at the part of the war of a war where I'm not at the respect level yet. But I do agree with the statement that when you're at any war, you eventually will have to have some sort of respect for the people that fight against you. Because again, they're fighting just like you're fighting. They might be fighting for the wrong reasons, and they might be doing it the wrong ways, and all of that. So yeah, that's why you got to win that fight. But you still have to have that level of respect, and they're not ducking and hiding and running away, which I prefer if they did. So.
Well, see, I've had that same conversation with my storm chaser. He's an Iraqi veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Has the bullet grazes off of his helmet and everything to prove it. And I've had almost the exact word for word conversations with him.
Right. It's wild. Like I don't love I take that back. I try my best to love my enemies, right? But like I will at the end of the day respect them for at least they're willing to die for what they believe in. There's so many people in this world that like are not. They'll state something, they'll troll, they'll do everything else. They'll go out of their way to be a pain in your side, a thorn, they'll do whatever. But at least those people like put their freaking literally like lives on line for what it is they do. And like at that, I have the utmost respect because there's a lot of people. And like, even if you, and you need to have like, and when I say respect, it doesn't mean that, oh my God, I respect you to the level of I envy, idolize, or anything like that. It is just a basic respect. Like even when it goes to the radical Islamists, they get a basic respect from me. There is so many Christians in this world that like, if you were sitting there with a knife threatening to cut their head off and you asked them to denounce God and to convert to Islam, that they would.
To save their life.
To save their life. Do that to one of them. They'll happily die.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, you've got to like, again, when you're willing to die for what you believe, you have to have a basic respect for that human being, because that allows you to then understand, and like you don't have to agree, but to understand. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's, yeah, like I said, that's some of the conversations that I have had with my storm chaser.
Whew. Yeah, and that's that within itself, man. Some of those guys, you know, like I met somebody recently that like literally has operated at a very high level of the United States government, like U.S. citizen operating at a very high level of the United States government. And how he became involved was he was an Iraqi like teenager. I think he was like 17, 18 years old when the U.S. invaded Iraq. And he was lucky enough, like he knew how to speak English. And there was an SF team that was operating in his area. And as like this young kid, I don't like, yeah, you're 18, you're a man, I get it. But you're not. You think you are, you will be one day. Legally, sure. But this dude walked up to the SF team and was like, I need a job. I speak English. This government sucks. What can I do? That's how he got from where he was at to working in some very high levels in the United States government. He went from being an interpreter on the ground in Iraq to doing that. And he might even be listening to this right now.
That's what I did in Ukraine, pretty much.
Say what?
That's pretty much how I got to the units where I got to in Ukraine. I offered my medical expertise when they needed it. They needed a medic in their team. And I wasn't nearly as qualified as anybody in that team. Not like even remotely as qualified. I mean, I was qualified, but not nearly to anyone in that team. And I ended up, the commander ended up like liking me and seeing how I get shit done, and how I was like I was hanging with the boys, so he ended up letting me stick around and got a contract to that team. That's how I ended up where I was. I pretty much like poked my nose to that team as like, hey, I'll get shit done for you, yeah. And then I said, okay, no problem. I'll come on this to be the medic. No, yeah, no worries. And I ended up being in a team where I was way out of my league. But I've learned every day that I was with that team. I learned, and I've gotten to do really cool stuff because I took that chance and pushed my nose in there and said, you know what, I'll step up and I'll get shit done, and which I did. That's pretty much when I got to that unit, like I was way below their league.
Dude, that's insane. I can't. Like, I'm blown away today. Holy shnikey, dude. Well, now I have 2 phone calls I'm going to make after this stream. I do have other things I have to accomplish today. It's almost noon now here locally, which is wild. We've been going for over 2 hours. And I've been
116 minutes.
Every freaking minute of it.
We needed a good stream, though.
Like the dude who knows how to get things done. Yeah, I mean, I try, and if I don't know how to get it done, I will seek help. I'm not scared to learn. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned with hanging with dudes that were way above me, that I don't care how good you are. I've seen guys that have been to places that you can't even see in movies, and they will still learn from the people next to them, and they will still have an open mind. Put your ego aside and let yourself learn. And that was one of the smartest things I was told, and that was the actual smartest thing I've done in my 3 years, close to 3 years of being in Ukraine now. Yeah, we needed a good stream. Yeah, we did. We did need a good stream.
That's insane.
It was a good stream. We did it for the community, and we did it for Ethan, and we did it for Banana King.
Like, Ethan gave
and now we're going to let you go.
Like, truthfully, that's more of like doing that crap for his family. Like, his family needs that, man. His family needs to know that. Like, especially after last week at the White House. And I gave my opinions on it. A lot. But like, I want you to imagine like being in his family's shoes right now, having their kid dead and missing for a year, just getting his body, and then being like, oh my God, I can't even freaking pay for his funeral. Like, just having that epiphany while you're over there and being like, we've got to get our son cremated and we've got to carry him home.
As a mom of a 15-year-old boy, I can't imagine. Honestly, I really can't.
And we just changed that. Like, we changed it. That's insane. That's God. That's
you did, and then
no,
you helped us do it.
No, bro.
Yeah, you did, and you helped us
stop.
do it.
No, you stop, because I have said long ago, I am doing the best I can with the gifts that God has given me.
But you're sharing those gifts, Matt.
Faith.
You're sharing those gifts.
I had faith.
If you didn't make the first phone call and put that thing on your credit card, I don't care how good of a community you are. We're gonna state facts right now. Like it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have
You
happened in
did this,
time.
Matt.
It wouldn't have happened.
And nobody
it
was
did
supposed to.
happen because
And by the way, nobody was supposed to know that. So, and I didn't want people to. So let that go, please.
but
Let it
people
go.
know, and we did it, and the community did it because
Dude, I can't right now. I can't stop. It needs to go to his family. Like the attention needs to be to his family. The attention needs to be at like what they're like. Stop, please. Like we can talk about this at a later time. We could debate this over a beer, but like his family
You know, I
needs
don't
this.
drink.
Yeah,
I don't
get it.
drink.
I get it. Whatever, man.
Yeah. All right. Well,
How about some chai, man? We could do it over some chai.
Yeah.
Like, does that sound good? We can debate this
could.
over chai when we link up. Like,
We
Sweet
could do
tea,
that,
baby. Sweet
100%.
tea.
But it's all good. I respect to everybody that helped make this possible and everybody that keeps helping making this community possible. And that's all. And we love it here every day from every part of the world.
I just came up here to say thank you to everybody.
thank you.
Everybody.
We helped Canada or Canada.
Man, bro. Okay, I do. I got to get some food because I didn't eat this morning, and I got to make phone calls while I'm doing that, and I've got to handle other business.
Ethan's Ukraine funeral streaming on YouTube. Somebody said Ethan's Ukraine's funeral streaming on YouTube. What are you talking about?
His memorial was last Friday over there.
Yeah, I know. It was Friday.
It was my understanding
almost
that they
went,
were going to
but-
be landing in the States soon. I didn't think they were having a funeral from over there. Like I thought he
have
was
no
en
idea.
route. I thought he was en
Somebody
route.
wrote in the chat. Crisis wrote in the chat. Ethan's funeral Ukraine, or Ethan's funeral streaming on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe he means like there's a video of it or something.
I don't know.
It's not live.
Because they did the memorial last Friday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe they're doing something for him, and I just was not aware. I wanted to.
Anyways,
but I
we're gonna
can't right
let
now,
you go.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Go take care of you, Matt. I'm peacing out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, there is a live stream of something, but it's just it's not the actual funeral. It's a replay from Friday.
Okay. Rustnator and Flex, I see you guys. I always want to talk to you. Rustnator, I'm going to figure out a way to connect with you off Discord and stuff. I'm going to shoot you a message. We'll make that work. Okay, brother? Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
right.
Anyways,
Cheers,
thank you guys.
everybody.
I'm gonna
Cheers.
hop off as well. I'm gonna go to. Thanks,
Cheers.
Matt.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
All right. So I told you guys I'm going to get better about it, and I am. And I had a message. I'm going to get better about devotional stuff, right? I'm not a preacher by any means, so don't expect me to do that. But I'm going to. I was having a discussion the other day with Maya, and if you guys have donated, I haven't seen it because I haven't had that pulled up. I could give you guys your shout outs because now I got to go look and see who's donated money because I said I'm going to hand all of that in cash to that family. So I'll go back and I'll rewatch this recording. And if I'm doing the devotional and you guys want to give some cash to the family and you don't want to go the PayPal way or whatever, you could drop a donation in the chat and I'll cover whatever YouTube takes out and I will just pull out cash. I'll float that myself. If you guys want money to go to the family, if you want me to buy them lunch, if you want me to give them a thank you, I don't know what the heck you guys want, put it in there and I'll do that for them. I'll read through the messages and I'll figure out a way to get that through. Okay. But I said that I'm going to get better about like the devotionals, and I absolutely meant that. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of one today. And this is one that I think that America needs to hear. I actually wrote this message out to a friend this morning, who I had a religious discussion with. This person is Jewish. I am Christian. And it's funny, you know, I was talking to another Jew last night, and this person ended up telling me that their mother is Christian, father's Jewish, mother's Christian, and that mom believes that like all the Jewish people are going to be going to hell because of her faith, and I don't believe that. And I think that people need to come together and they need to hear what I'm about to say. That there is one sin specifically that is unforgivable, and that's denying God. There's one sin that is unforgivable, and that is denying God. And so I want to share this to you. And I'm just going to read it because I think I did a decent job. And if I try to explain it, I'll probably mess it up. So I just want to put it out there. I'm going to read you my take in understanding that I like looking inward and upward of what I gathered from hearing all of those things. God is not divisible. Christianity is misunderstood, and how to explain this is hard for a long time for Christians. Like, they've had a hard time trying to understand the Trinity or anything else. So I'm going to do my best to lay it out for you guys in like layman's terms so that people can understand that the Christian God is a monotheistic God, not multiple gods, monotheistic God. And it's the same God that the Jews worship, same God that the Christians worship. God is eternal and exists outside of the laws of man and the universe. Otherwise, he couldn't have created it. He is everywhere, sees everything, knows everything, created everything, and allows everything, both good and evil, to happen on this earth, including recent events from my life. The above is true regardless of Jewish or Christian faith. Therefore, God never divided himself when he took the form of human flesh in Jesus. I'm just saying that's my belief, and I'm not asking for you to get behind it. It just doesn't matter. He simply chose to limit himself in human form to fulfill the scripture. He was still everywhere, seeing everything, and never ceased or divided himself as God. I think people find it hard to understand because it means they would have to think outside of the laws of the universe as we know them. But he's not bound to those laws because he created them. Both Jews and Christians are waiting on the Messiah. Both Jews and Christians believe the dead will rise again. Both Jews and Christians believe in the same monotheistic God. Christians who believe Jews will not go to heaven simply do not understand the scripture or God and need to look deeper. Only unforgivable sin in Christianity is denying God. Jews will never do this. Christians will never do this. It is none of our roles on this planet to determine who is worthy of God's love or who is accepted into heaven. We are not God. That is too much for us to handle. It's insane for people to think that. So I guess the prayer that would go along with what I just stated would be, Lord, please help to bring these two religious communities together, all in your glory and all in your name, because you know we're going to need it for the future of what's to come here. So please do that. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.